Are you trying to convince someone to change when they're not willing to do so? Are you involved in debates, arguments with people around political things or differences of opinion? Are you putting your energy into these discussions that lead nowhere, that just leave people frustrated and angry, or and you feeling drained after? This is something I want you to really be aware of today. This is what I'm going to discuss. Okay, so money in particular is a source of energy. And as I said in a previous video, we get topped up with our energy levels every night while we're sleeping. So we've got those things replenished for the day we're about to live. And most people are unwittingly having it siphoned out, as I said, through social media, the news, the mainstream news, technology, all kinds of things that are vying for our attention. But they're also vying for our energy. If they can harvest your energy, grab your attention, you end up being the lesser for it. You end up being more depleted. So I want to ask you, are you spending your time in even commenting on things, trying to put your view across, trying to convince someone of the stand that you're taking? Because we really have to be more selective of how we use this energy we have. Because let me say something, the number one thing that people say every day, they're tired, they don't have enough energy. Now, when you don't have energy, you won't have a good life. Energy is life. Energy is a measure, it's a mitochondrial kind of measurement of ATP, which is energy that's produced from the cell. It's precious. And people just assume it's going to get depleted through certain days and we're not going to have less of it, particularly as we get older. But like I said, we've got a lot of things right now being thrown at us that are trying to take that energy, because it is a currency. And if you look at it, that is the most precious commodity that you own, okay? And to keep it for yourself, right? So that you don't feel exhausted by the middle of the day, draining from people that you get into discussions with that end up just being friction. You know, we don't talk about that, because that'll start then being triggered about something, and I've got a different opinion about that. So it's basically, in the times we're living in, we have to be the guardians and protectors of our own energy. And money